Good morning. We are here in the studio playing some more of Blackout Gaming's favorite game, Final Fantasy. How you doing, you all? Well, you all, it's you and me, Blackout, but we're back. And I'm going to just change who's the recent member. I'm not the recent member, it's actually Pettigrew, so I'm just gonna do this one. There we go. 100% need this game in my life right now. Exactly, you just need it. It's like you can't avoid it. It's just like you just need it. What's my iPad? There we go. iPad. Boot it up. My internet is weirdly slow today. There we go. Not even sure how long I can stream today because... No, I used my third monitor for chat. But for some reason I like to have my iPad on the stream too, so I can see the quality of the stream and I can see the chat. So it's just like a backup to see if something goes wrong, and it's on another network, so it's just like a failover. I like to have it like as a failover thing. Change the quality of the stream. There we go. No, we... There you go. No, we didn't want to go today, because we were like, okay, if we go to the cinema, we want to eat something too, so we're gonna combine it with going to a very good cinema a bit far away from us, probably the next weekend, and also get some really good food on a very nice restaurant. So I'm gonna wait 1 week. Ah, nice equipment. How does it actually look if I change the color of my armor? Die. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's lovely. Dark blue. But does it also change it here? You should live stream your date night with your wife. She'd definitely love that. Yeah. I think she would broke up then. What is up with this queue? Why is it taking so long? Get me in this dungeon. Ah, there we go. Bop. That's alright, so. That's actually an alright armor. Like, pretty buff, pretty cool. How expensive is it? Okay, it's quite expensive. It's quite expensive. There we go. This is gonna be golden. Charge. Hello, everyone. Stun him. 5 seconds stun. And then run. Let's go. Wow. Shit, I'm dying. No. What the hell was happening? I know I could have used my defenses, but still I... The healer was looking at another menu. He was not playing the game, he was basically doing something else. Like, for real. For real. Oh yeah, I'm healing and we have 2 pools and we're like a big, very big group and like, nah, I'm gonna go watch this menu and like, he will be alright. Ah, it's gonna take ages to kill all this by myself. we have both heats? Da, 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 da. Oh, don't stand on the blue thing. I love boss fights like this. It's super nice when they're just like pew 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 pew. And it's like it's pretty fun when it's not only like tank and spank like most other MMOs where it's like hold the aggro, heal tank, deal some damage, but in this game it's more like don't stand on shit or else you're gonna die. And if you still decide to stand on shit, well then you're gonna die. This boss has a lot of HP. Oh, don't stand on the blue. Go hawk the boss. Oh, oh shit. Oh, that was close. That was real close. Is something happening to me now? Pew pew pow pew pew pew. Oh, there you go. You have not got permission to move. Okay, do we have to run over there? Oh. 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 Blackout, are you still here? Blackout, the day in New World they add a dungeon finder where basically you just log in and you click one button and it teleports you to the dungeon and you know you can do all that funny stuff. The day they do that, I'm gonna grind so many dungeons in New World. But at the moment, when you have to find a group, you have to chat with people, you have to run, you know, and you have to get an orb. It's just so much bullshit you have to do to get that. I know some people is like, you probably also like, oh, it's not a problem. But I just hate it. So the day they do a dungeon finder where you just press one button and you get in and have fun, count me in. Definitely. I mean, just imagine logging in, click one button, boom, get into a dungeon and have fun. I don't, yeah, no, exactly. Right now it feels like you have to like do a real life job to actually get into a freaking dungeon. It's like the developers are like, oh, okay, let's make this game less fun so people, they don't want to play. Like, why? Of course some people is gonna like it because they're like, oh, this is really hardcore. This is like, I really love it because it's almost impossible to get into a dungeon. So when you really get into the dungeon, it's like, oh, it feels rewarding. So of course there's gonna be those people like, oh, this game has have a dungeon finder. It's dead now. It's dead. But then a lot of like 1,000 people, like millions of people like us, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is nice. And then screw those. Oh, this is not nice. Yeah, no, you're right. Not having a dungeon finder in a game that has required dungeon as part of the main quest is retarded. Exactly. Like in Final Fantasy, when you get in your main quest, the dungeon, it basically tells you press U, click join, and there you go. That's one of the reasons why Dad, he wasn't able to progress on the main mission, because he had to do dungeons, but he didn't have anyone to play with, so I had to like go on his PC. Well, he probably could have done it somewhere, but I just went to his PC, found a group fast, did the dungeon, you know, boom, and he could continue the story. But imagine how many people who stopped, who maybe don't want to do the dungeon, and they're like, now I have to be social and talk with people. Just gonna get aggro on these. And there we go. PP pow. I think that part of the problem is that you require keys to enter the dungeon, and that key is taking a lot to make. So how does dungeon find determine who key used? I mean, what I think they should do, and to be honest, like, they should remove keys on normal dungeons, like normal, and then only have it on the new system they're gonna make. The corrupted thing where it's gonna be harder and harder and harder. That makes sense to have a key on because it's like in game. But the low-level dungeons should not have a key because that's supposed to be where people need to be happy for the game and keep playing it and not feel like, oh, I'm already getting punished from level 30. Some people sell access to dungeons, not like for profit or anything, just to cover costs. I see. But yeah, they should do like in World of Warcraft, like, so base game is free and premium content needs a key. Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly. Base dungeons where you just have fun, get some, you know, like get the first gear set where you feel like, I have a full gear set now. That should be like no key. But then when you're gonna push, like, you know, the very strong content where you get the best gear in the game, that should have a key. I can't remember what this boss is doing. In this game they fixed the need to be social by giving you NPCs to do dungeon with story mode. Exactly. Stuff like that, that's really, really nice. I don't like that personally. I better like doing it with people, but you know, some people don't like people, other people. And again, I totally understand why in this game, because this game is basically like a single player game if you want. Ah! No, I failed. I failed. How did I fail again? What the hell? What's up? Okay, what you doing now? What you doing now? Aha! We found the first bush. Need to look for that one that's not dancing. Okay, I think I found that one. What? It's unfair. She like freezes you and then do like big damage on you. Come forth, my demon! Like for real, Deacon, that demon I summon, I feel like it's super useless. I mean, I guess why you call it damage over time is because it's just basically attacking, right? So for 24 seconds, it's just like attacking, and I guess that's why you're calling it damage over time. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. You just kind of waste the first 4 seconds. It's not even attacking. It's like doing animations where it's like have to like stand up. So it's not even 24 seconds. It's more like 20 or something like that. Oh, I'm getting big hit. Oh, chest. Pass. Oh. Damn, I can't continue. It's basically... I have to kill these before I can get it. Same with Machinist Robot, the animation time is part of the time, so active time is less. I see. I see darkness. Let's get some salted things on the ground. Let's go pull some more monsters. Whoop. Time to spam some damage. Damage, 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 damage. I think last groups of trash mobs before boss. Okay, they pulled it. You guys really wanna living on the air. Can we like get out on where we have a bit more view? Hey. Last boss. Your time has come. Evil Pokemon. Pikachu. Time to kill Pikachu. Shield myself. I guess as a tank you also need to like hold aggro on these. Whoa. Whoa. Fine, we have him almost. We have him almost. No, healer, heal yourself, heal yourself. Don't die. If you die, we all die. We got this, we got this. We don't need a healer. We don't need a healer. We don't need a healer. Okay, I need a healer. I need a healer. I need a healer. Healing. I don't need a healer. I don't need a healer. God damn it! Ugh. Diego Gaming is saying, gonna go grab breakfast. Back soon. I'll leave stream open for stats. Thank you so much. Enjoy your breakfast. Go get some English breakfast with those sausage, black beans, and scrambled eggs. What's the time? 11. Body, signs. One. So like if we put that one down here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Deacon, which order should we kill the guards in? Like the yellow first, but after the yellow, do you want to go for the green one or the little dwarf purple one? Our healer's almost dead. Kill him, goddammit. Kill him. Nope. Come on. We have him almost. One healer, don't die, healer. How? Why are you dying again? Oh, sweet. Ah. Lightning. Stand on him, stand on him. Damage, 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 damage. Pop all cooldowns. G. Cool. Was a good run. Yeah. Glamour plate. Oh. That's not what it is. There we go. The innkeeper. Retire to inn room. Thank you. Ah, that was wrong. Oh my god, that was the wrong set I put it on. Ta-da! Okay, that gave like 0 experience points, like almost 0. See, that was wrong. I wasn't supposed to put those hands on here. Yeah, because that's the Forgiven set, not the Manure. So remove. Save. That's the one. Now I just need the feet and the weapon. I don't think I got the weapon in there. Did I? No. Already have that one. I am probably only gonna do one more dungeon, because when I have done one more dungeon, and then I can finally continue my main quest. Ugh. So, Deacon, do you want to join on? I have invited you. Awesome. Good, so that means for the dungeon we're going into, I need the boots and I need the weapon. The Towers. Hey, wait. Is it allowing me to do the quest now? It looks like it's allowing me to do the quest at level 81. Well, never mind. We're just going to do it anyway because I want the last item for this set. To be honest, I just want the weapon because I don't really need the boots. But let's see. Hookah chaka, hookah chaka, hookah chaka, hookah chaka. It will let you pick up and do the quest on any job if you have another job of higher level. Exactly, that's the thing. I can't hand it in. Oh, so I could actually like hand it in on my main class and then just continue the other quest and it. Why didn't I know that? Never mind, I'm level 82 soon. There we go. That means all my cooldowns. Shield one is great to have here. To absorb here. damage. There. There. Yeah, exactly. Of course, that's right. I want the experience points to be on this guy. There we go. This will help me definitely by having a control on when my cooldowns are ready. Wow, we have a lot of damage with us. Like that's a real good damage we have. Uh-oh. Damn it. Finally. Okay, give me my weapon. No, no. Shit. Sad. Sad, 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 sad. No, no. God damn it. Give me my goddamn item. No. But I got a new level. I got a new spell. Reduce damage taken by a party member or itself by 10%. That means I can actually use that on someone. Okay, I'm gonna try. Oh, that's pretty smart. I don't know why, but I feel like we never see a white mage. It's like the last 10-20 dungeons I've been doing, I've never seen a single white mage. Wait. What happened? Why did people die? Did people fail? Oh. Awesome. Level 82. So which weapon did it give me this time? Okay, it gave me the hands. Which is alright. GG. Hands. No. There we go. Wait, oh my god, I already had them in there. Wait, why did it give me the same item? Deacon, is that because I put it inside my Mori, then it doesn't see I have it already? Ah, that sucks. So what, so I need to keep the item in my bag? Ah, okay, that's... okay, so if I want to grind the set, I need all the items in my bag, so I cannot give you the same. Okay. It is already in my armory chest. See, it's inside here, the glamour. Oh, wait. No, Jesus. Okay, so next time I'm gonna grind a set, I need to take all of the pieces out so I don't get them again. Okay. Lesson learned the hard way. I have no idea which one is it. Don't find empty. There we go. Why my Mori chest is always full when I have no dungeons out. So I get new pieces always. Yeah, definitely. Well, then I know that. Finally.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat. We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Magic.
Not entirely inaccurate, but nor is it the answer I was looking for. That would be corporeal ether. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The seventh Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Hey, Blago. Just back to doing my main quest.
To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Okay, a bit spooky laugh at the end. You've been granted the run of Penina. If you are game, Creala will put you out of. Got a new weapon. Looks alright. Nothing fancy, but alright. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel all as though we are one step closer to understanding the form's true motives. And the mysteries of life itself for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude only to leave more indebted than before. I'm feeling his friendship and support will be great boon to us in days come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with a Qui Alia. Oh, Black Hours, I didn't see your question. You doing it to enjoy the story or unlock more content? Both. I want to follow the story and, you know, like, learn what Endwalker is about. And at the same time, to unlock more content. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow science. As expected, news of the warding scale was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eosia and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in opposition to Limsa Lominsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in the Wolbrand. Let's start by getting the scales out of the storage. Give me a hand, would you? Didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Vitra and alchemists of the Grey Way put their heart and soul into each area of these skills, so you must tread them with utmost care. Utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the form's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. We are all already on thin ice, and if my capacity as our official representative, we have found to consorting with foreign powers. Well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoyo and our alliance of allies. With luck, we'll soon have a good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn, I can feel it, to Limsa Lominsa. Great. It's pretty lucky that my portal, my return is going to that place. Limsa Mensa. My apologies for calling you away from Sharline at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such an estimated company. 'Twas only right that discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails? It hangs entirely on voting skills and our ability to utilize the potential to the fullest. During your time in Sharline, the allied nation have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abduction of kobolds, Sahagian, Ixal, and Ananta have given rise to increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Rats Adzan has given us cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the Scions of Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telephori at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemate. These brave few will be the Elzabard contingent. To think such progress has been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemate. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered, robbed of their free will. They serve the Chelful airy whim without questions. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside decades of conflicts and conquest, that we simply chose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that there cannot be reconciliation, only death without end. And that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Tancred and Oregon observed in the capital. Though its purpose remain unclear, there's a reason to believe the small spires are merely a precursor of what yet to come. Until the Tower of Sod was toppled, we failed to make any headway. Though the same could be said of Telephori, there's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. Invasion the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work toward our annihilation. This would appear to be sustained by usually analysis of the tower, influenced by friendly currents. Based on the observation inside the tower's heart, the spires of 7th Ava from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forward far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of Ava remains unextracted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if we are being redirected to the largest spire in the capital. There's a logic in that regardless once we have uncovered the truth. will bring their shields crashing down along with the infernal towers. That's all well and good, but what would you have us to do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Elzabad contingent, considered as an official request from both the Grand Company of Ursia and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. For honor and glory! Couldn't have been put better, myself. Usually Tancred and O'Gregan have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, the prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the voting skills to Lara Mika, the contingent will embark on its journey to Elzabad. Rahaban and Lord Amager are overseeing the preparations, so I suggest you make yourself known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing for some delight. Without it, the cold will do you in before the telephone as straw as steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only one who can create a diversion. Now go! Safe in the knowledge of Eosia will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Let's get out of here. Dvalin should start a new career as a voice actor. No problem. They can basically fire all the voice people in the company, and I'll take it from there. I'll take all of it. I'll be any voice in the game. That was a very, very long talk. Like, I actually think like 10 minutes or something like that. So this one here is unlocking something called Cinder Drift, which is a trial. Okay, so it's a level 80 trial. Okay. I don't need that. Okay, I'm done with doing voice acting. Ah, the wondrous return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those voting skills of yours are what made this whole adventure possible. Will you and the Lord I may be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role to organize the various delegation into the Coastal unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defenses effort fall into misery. And just between us, there was a fair amount of oppositions to formation of Elzabad contingent. The very suggestions that we sent out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Guardians has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, it'd rather be as your side, charging into the fray, alas if battle of my own to fight, where words may serve better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Aymeric struggle Mara my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eosia is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Elzabad, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. we meet again. Word of your exploits traveled quickly. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima, for the sake of the people of Garlemald, maybe the fate is on your side. So you're not coming with us? Strange, I thought you had stake in this. I do. The Telefori have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mode of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused for murdering Emperor Varys and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Where I travel with Elzabard contingent, it will give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe in me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to the position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I am branded or villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they'll be pleased to see champion over said. Well, that's fine. We're gonna do it. For what it is worth, you have my gratitude. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countrymen, and I'm certain of it. In light of Gaia's wrath and unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into old acquaintance or two, and if I don't see you again, ere you depart, may the furry guide and protect you, all of you. So Deacon, all the dungeons in this expansion in Endwalker, is that just going to be towers, like towers and towers and towers and towers? Damn you. Do you know if this set here, am I able to buy it back again if I sold one of the pieces? Because I'm afraid that I might have sold the pants for this set. Maybe even the feet also. Because I have the head, the chest and the hands, the weapon. But I don't have the pants and legs, and I'm afraid that I might have sold it. So it's just if I can buy it again, or if I'm like screwed. The other members of Elzabard contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrival. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make our way inside as soon as you are ready. The remaining members of Science, your friend and most of the Elzabard contingent await you within. That might be on a window. Yeah, I was thinking like, because, you know, there is like a quest window where you can get all the, from the other expansions.
By the 12.
Finally, I don't have to read up. That's a lot of people.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation, here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughingstock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction. With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolain!
Ah, yes. Emanolain de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
I dare say your fancy footwork may be all that stands between us and certain doom.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Deegan, to be honest, I actually feel like it's okay. I don't know their background story, but I feel like this introduction they just all gave is enough for me. It's like watching Lord of the Rings, where they get joined by 5 companies you haven't heard about, but it's just like great warriors. So from here on, I'm gonna learn who they are. So for me, it's all right. It's like watching a movie. You don't have the time in a movie to also see the background on everyone. Then you would need a series. So it's all right. I feel like they just given me a proper introduction.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our
slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
There was some of a quest. I like these cinematics. Besides the dedicated assembler here, the Amateur and several other tribes offered to send troops on their own. Unfortunately, due to physiologically, many would struggle simply to survive in the harsh climate of the Elzebad. They would also like to prove tempting targets. All things considered, they can be a better aid the cause by bolstering our defense in Orsia. Through the agents, we few shall have sufficient. We embark. We must distribute the rewarding skill of comrades, care due to the honors. Okay. I would have to stop from here. So next time I'm gonna play, I will be delivering them the scales. But I would have to stop from here because I need to do some duties in real life before kids get home. The kids have not been home in this weekend, so I need to stop because of that. So, level 82, ready to progress in the Endwalker campaign. I'm excited and hyped for it. So anyone who's watching right now, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Perhaps see you tonight. Depends on my mood. Maybe I want to progress on the Endwalker campaign and live stream tonight. We'll see. But have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thanks to all who's watching, and thanks especially to all my members in the chat. I'll see you all. I'll see you all. Good. Goodbye.